All right. Welcome back to more Tales of Arise, everybody. It's time to get this party started and off to Mog Sar. So let's continue. Oh, okay. Phew, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my mist. Sorry, forgot I spoke. Carry on. Don't mind me. Infantry shield.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Oh, it's weaker. I mean, I guess it is an infantry shield. I don't know why I'd be surprised that that would be weaker. But what I am going to do...
Hey.
Hmm?
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
I don't like the way Rinwell has been acting, man. She's getting on my damn nerves.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Forward weapon. Yeah, I'll make a Gale Wing just in case. Because that's going to use one of these, and if I come up with the other items, I can start working on those as well. All
Have you
right, let's
guys checked
continue.
your equipment lately?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Right, here goes! Throwing light spear! Take this! Demon Fang!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
You're mine! You're finished! Hurricane Thrust!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
It's over! Kisara!
Thank you.
Phoenix Cyclone! Did it!
Nice technique.
Ready and ready!
Look shot. This one's mine.
You escape! Here I come! Swallow Blade! We did it!
These little ones are hard.
Less talking,
Nice.
more pummeling.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be here a bit. So I'm gonna have to grind out some items, so I can keep making new weapons. This is a pain. Why can't the Zoogle stand still? Perhaps it's time I deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance! Take this! You're finished!
Nice.
Hand to me, steel!
This one's mine. Hear my call.
Take this! You're finished! Take this! You're finished!
Radiant pierce. Dance in the wind. Glacial
You're
spear.
mine!
Pierce the
Demon
eagle.
Fang!
Get on in there with the others. Freeze blade. Tiger blade.
It's over!
Radiant pierce. All right.
No further! I'm not done! Severing wind! You're mine! Soaring light spear! Try harder! Not a chance! Demon Fang!
You require a hand.
You're mine! No escape! Take this!
All right. Will you die already?
Demon Fang!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov.
I say as Kisara ends the fucking
Got some
planet.
Interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
You know what? There is sort of a weird amount of just like reverence that comes from Dohalim. Like, yeah, he's a Renan, but you get the feeling that like his curiosity does come from an honest place. Alright, can't do anything with this just yet, so
There's
let's
history
move
in
on.
the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danon slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Yeah, with this group, I don't blame you.
What's this thing?
Okay, this is starting to make more sense. So I'll go this way first.
Let's dispose of the trash.
It's over! I'm not done! You're mine!
My special.
Severing Blade! It's over!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Eat dirt!
Seal.
Swallow Blade!
Freeze laser.
Infernal Torrent!
Here, let me help.
Here I come! Wind!
Right call. Right here. I got you. I never fail. Going in. Now.
It's over!
Here's the evil.
Demon Fang!
Seal. Freeze lancer. I'll be saving this.
Look sharp! Finish! Wind!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Wind
You're
That's
mine!
where that came from.
It's over!
Do it.
Wind!
Going in!
One of these days, I'm gonna have to like start like labbing with some of my skills so I can try out some new skills once in a while. Cause some of these skills, they're cool, but you have to use them in very particular
I
ways.
feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Why would she be? She's a fucking soldier. It's what she does. I'd be more surprised if she... I would be more surprised if she didn't. Oh, wow, okay.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're finished. I'll smash you.
Can't get out of
Do
this.
it! Perfect move!
Move it. Rip up.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
On guard!
It's on. Tear.
Yeah, okay. I'm starting to see how that skill could be useful. That shit felt so good to do.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Here, let me help. On guard! First aid!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, that shit felt good to do. It's just that it's just some of these skills are really particular about where you need to be
Don't worry.
spatially to use them. Which is cool. Like, I'm not against the notion that skills have very particular uses. I play fighting games after all. I understand the concept. Just in a Tales game, I'm not always used to that, but I also haven't played a Tales game as proficiently as I've played Arise. Or lack of proficiency, depending on how you look at my gameplay. I'd assume somebody would say lack of proficiency, but you know what? Fuck you. I'm doing the best I can.
Shield, this one's mine! Here goes! Confiscated!
Here I come. Demon Fang.
Flame of fury! Make it rain! Water! Here we go!
You got fire.
Here, I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours. Come one, come all.
An astral That's my cue!
Demon Fang. Shut him down. It's on. Move it. Ignite.
Make it rain! Get toasty!
Bird strike.
Here goes
Soaring light spear.
Seal!
You're mine. Demon Fang. Take this. You're finished. Demon Fang. Take this.
Do it!
Yeah, see, that's not too bad, though. I just have to get better at remembering what buttons do what. Because
Look who's in a bright and
certain
shiny
buttons I want to press when I'm not necessarily fully airborne. Whereas other buttons you want to press when you are fully airborne. Because there's just certain abilities that just work out better when you're fully, like, airborne. Right? But if you're, like, medium level airborne or whatever, it doesn't matter with certain skills. Because sometimes those skills just work better in that regard.
That gun of yours is real handy at a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, Shion.
It's over.
See, the Soaring Light Spear sounds cool in concept. But I have to remember it's a downward skill. But the way the animation works out, you wouldn't think it. He doesn't go downward till like really late in the animation, and it's really off-putting.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Alright, I want to get to a fight before I run out of bonus. Thank you. I mean, I'm not surprised. I had like no health. If anyone's gonna get got, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna get got. It doesn't matter. Nice. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I don't know why you wouldn't think they would. Ah, there it is.
And thus our strength yet grows.
I'll probably lose my bonus, but it's fine. I can afford it. Not like I can't get it back.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Yeah, I wouldn't suspect that. That's not usually how older civilizations tend to work.
You've got a knack for battle.
Still plan on training.
That's what I like to hear.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Well then, let's keep moving.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Yeah, this episode will probably be over before then, but still, nice to know.
What's this thing?
Yeah, I mean, it still feels good. It doesn't not feel good to do that. It always feels good.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
Right, here goes.
Good lord, these areas, man. God damn. Okay, alright. So I understand how that skill should be used. You don't want to use that on enemies that are going to, like, drop in altitude really quickly during a combo.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
That skill seems to do really well as long as the enemy doesn't fall too quickly. If they're gonna stay suspended in the air, it seems like that's a great skill. Because then you get, like, a really baller hit on them, and that shit's fucking awesome. But there's some enemies that just drop out of a combo really fucking hard. I feel like I've spent this entire fucking time just battling shit.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Get behind me.
Would really help if I didn't forget which button was which. I'm gonna have to, like, really work on that, because if I press the wrong button, I just waste a perfectly good skill. And that sucks. I don't like dropping combos. Play a fighting game, you'll understand how it feels when you drop a fucking combo. That shit sucks. There's not a single person in the FGC who enjoys dropping a goddamn combo. That shit feels bad. Like, nobody in the history of Street Fighter has ever dropped a combo and went, I'll get over it. No. No, people get salty as fuck about dropping combos. Shit sucks.
You picked the wrong fight.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Yeah, I'd rather not die.
Your heart's
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be grinding out here just for items. Just for the items' sake. Like, the items alone are gonna make this worthwhile. I'll be able to make so many new weapons. Oh my goodness. Very nice.
Who said anything about letting off?
I can feel my precision improving.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
How long? How long has it been since I last went this hungry?
Yeah, alright, that's it for this area. Where's this? Oh, it's down there. Okay.
Little help. Spear. Piercing anything in armor is all mine. Demon Peg. You want it? Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Here's a healing art. I'm not done. I don't have much left. I never miss. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Piercing roll. Do it. Kitara, frozen. Hammer.
Yeah, when enemies are grouped close enough, man, those AoE kills feel fucking fantastic. Like, every time I get one, I get fucking horny. That shit is so good. So fucking good. Every fucking time. That shit is the fastest way to get me fully fucking erect in a video game. Fully turgent, if I will, if I may take a Razor Fist reference. As much as I don't want to reference him in my videos. Fully fucking erect.
Guess I misread the landing.
Alright. There still look like there's still two more
Look at that
pathways.
enemy. It's shining.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're still... Yeah, no, fuck you.
Long slog with this one. Demon Peg. Annihilation. I never miss. Raging storm. Here I come. Mega Ray. Severing wing. This one's mine. Here's a healing art. Soaring light spear. Here I come. Demon Peg. Here's evil. You're finished. Take this. You're finished.
In here.
Now you see what I can do.
We can't lay a finger on you.
I prefer it that way.
Now.
What about you?
Just watch and see.
You're mine. It's over. This one's mine. Take this. Demon Peg. Leave the torch to me. It's over. You're mine. Tiger Blade. Take this. Win.
Now.
Here I come.
You can
Nice.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Alright. I'm probably gonna wrap this episode up. Because outside of some more encounters, we'll finish exploring next episode. Ah, goodness. Items. Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, fuck you guys. You guys are not worth it. Neither are you. Alright, so for the sake of argument, I'm gonna teleport back here real quick.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Which one do I want to make? I can't make Ground Fang, and I can't make... I guess I can make this for right now, but I want to make sure people get good weapons. I'll make this for you, because that's an instant upgrade.
I always love. Of the sound of hammers banging away.
I need two Megastone for that, don't I? What else can I make right now? I can make you. Alright, everybody. I will see you all next time with more Tales of Arise. Stay tuned. I'm signing out.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow.